Welcome back to Cooking with Skip. Guys, today we're going to do it nice and easy, simple, straightforward. We're doing the ribs, baby back ribs. And I'm going to try this recipe more of a competition barbecue style thing that I've seen done. So we want to try it. Why not? Let's have fun. We're going to take it nice and easy. We got some ribs here from the IGA. And look at the meat on these, man. There's lots of meat on these. Beautiful looking, guys. So we just pulled the membrane off. We trimmed off a little bit of the excess fat. We're just going to hit it with a little bit of the regular yellow mustard. Each one. Rub that in. We're going to smoke these on the barbecue, of course, on the charcoal. Probably about 275 from what I see. We've got a couple different rubs. We're gonna layer the rubs. We're gonna do two different rubs. I got more of a garlic, herb, and this one's got some spicy paprika and something else in it. I forget what I put, to be honest with you, but it's more of a spice rub. And this guy here is just a Saint-Hubert barbecue rub. This guy's not too spicy, but it's gonna have some flavor to it. So we'll just try it. We're gonna have fun. And we're not gonna try and get too clever like usual. So maybe we'll layer that with the regular guy here. Just a thin coating, nothing too crazy. Nice color on it for sure, this sort of reddish golden look to it. All right, I'll just get that patted in a little bit. Each one. Now we'll hit it with the other guy. This guy's got a little bit more heavier flakes in it. I see some garlic and maybe some chili pepper stuff in there. I know there's a spicy paprika. I'm not going to go too light with it, but not too heavy at the same time. We'll tap that in. Looks nice already. I'll flip them over, do the same thing on the other side. Try and get it as even as we can. I really like how much meat is on these ribs though. These are nice. Whoop, dropped a little too much on there. There we go. All right, pat that in. Forgot the mustard on this side. Oh well, I don't think the binder is that necessary on this. It seems to be sticking quite nice, to be honest. I would have put the mustard, but forgot. All right. Try and get this layered on. Go a little thicker. All right. There's not an awful lot on there, but that's going to stick pretty good. All right, we're gonna get these out to the grill. Hope, like I said, hope to hit that at 275 and probably be on there for a couple hours with lots of smoke. We're gonna use some oak and then we'll get back to it. All right guys, we're out at the smoker. There's nothing that smells better than that charcoal with a piece of oak sitting on there. I mean, yesterday we were on the electric smoker. We had some pucks that were going in there. They were oak. It smells great and everything, but man, there is nothing better than the smell of that charcoal mixed in there. Loving it. All right, so we got this thing heated up to where we want it. We're gonna go indirect over to the side. All the coals are over here in the front. And we're just gonna lay these guys on, keep them out of the way, away from too much heat. Straight on the grill with the meat side up. All right, so we'll leave that sit out for about 2 hours roughly. We'll come check on them in about an hour and a half. maybe in an hour, as long as we modify that or monitor that temperature. We should be good. We'll be back. Well, we're only about 1 hour in, but I just wanted to show you guys how well this is going so far. The smoke is pouring off of that just beautifully. Like the oak, oh, it smells amazing. And I'm having really good success staying at a really nice temp. We wanted 275 according to the recipe, and that's what we're staying at. We've been at that for like an hour. Oh yeah, can't wait. All right guys, we got this thing. It's been about an hour and a half with these ribs. Still 275. Nice oak smoke coming out of them. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks great. Oh, they're having a nice, real nice color on them. Starting to bark up a little bit, maybe a little, you know, they're starting to dry out. So I made a mixture. This, now I wanted to try some Jack and Coke. I didn't have any Jack Daniels, but I did have some Southern Comfort. So we're gonna try a little bit of Southern Comfort and Coke mixed and spritz these guys with that. Just a little bit. We're not gonna overdo it. We're just gonna moist them up a little bit. Oh man. I think that'll do it. Oh, the smell of that and the taste of that, that is sweet. That's going to work really nice with the hot spicy rub that we have on there. And later on with our glaze that we're going to put on there, that's going to be spicy too. This is going to be super good. I hope it all works out. All right, so our ribs is ready. We just pulled them off the grill. They're not ready to eat, but they're ready for the next step, which is going to be wrapping them up. So, first thing we're going to do is take our spritz of the Southern Comfort and Coke. Going to give these guys a little spray. Get them moist up pretty good. All right. So now we'll lay down a little bit of brown sugar on here. Get a nice little even bit of coat there. Beautiful. And then we're gonna take some sticks of butter. Oh, the butter. And we're gonna lay that in there like that. Man. And I'm just gonna hit these guys a little bit more rub of the spicy stuff. Give it that crazy golden color. All right. And then, la pièce de la résistance. On va prendre du, I don't even know what you call it in French, but it's maple syrup, Canadian maple syrup. We're just gonna drizzle that on top of the butter and the brown sugar. Just a nice little bit of it on there, nice little zigzag. And we're gonna flip that guy over on top of all that good business. On the back side, give that another spritz. Get a whole bunch in there, nice and moist. You can just smell all the flavors and everything coming out of there. All right, so we're gonna wrap that in, nice and tight. Pull this over, and we're doing a double. We're doing a double wrap here, so two layers of tin foil. It'll keep all the moisture in, I think, and also going to protect from those bones poking out the side. You just fold that over. All right. Then we're going to throw that back on for about an hour, and we're going to probe it in about an hour and see where we are. So we'll do the same thing to the other one and get these guys back on the grill. All right, we're back. We just pulled these ribs off, and I'm pretty sure these guys are ready. I've brought them up to a internal temp of about 206 degrees. Had a look at them, pulled them open, you know, and what I saw was that the meat hadn't pulled back from the bone as much as I thought that they should be. You know, they didn't look quite ready, quite as tender as I would like them. I don't want them completely falling apart or anything like that, but I wanted a little bit of pullback more on the meat, so put them back in for about 30-40 minutes. And now we're just going to open them up and have a look. Now that's, yeah, that looks really good. Really nice. We can see that, oh, yeah, oh, that looks like a beautiful rib. We can see those bones pull back from the meat, just like I was hoping. We picked that up. She's still got a good bend on it. Nice, but it's not falling apart. And like some of the guys do, we get the wave test. If you can get that rib to wave at you without falling apart, and you can still hold it up, and he's not falling down, you know we're in good shape. You know, we're doing barbecued ribs here. We're not doing pulled pork. If you want pulled pork, put these things in the oven all day long and put your skirt on. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna let that drain off a little bit. And just put that tin foil aside. And we're gonna open up the second guy. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'll let that drain off, drip off a little bit. Look at those bones just poking out a little bit here. Do a little test on her. Yeah. Oh, it just wants to pull away a little bit, but we're not falling off yet. We're not pulled pork here. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna get these guys glazed up and we're gonna throw them back on for about 15 minutes or so. So we're gonna hit that with our rub, real light coat, just a little bit. Give us a little bit of that color, a little extra of that spice. There we go. We're gonna do that on both sides. But first, for our glaze, we're gonna mix up a couple of sauces here. Now our buddy Ivan is a pro at making a really good sauce for ribs and chicken. He's real good at making it from scratch. Now I've had bad luck making sauces from scratch. So what I've always done really is mix up a couple of my favorite barbecue sauces and you know, mix them together with maybe this and that, and then glaze with that. So one of my favorites is this Farm Boy Chipotle barbecue sauce. And you never go wrong with this, with the Diana Gourmet Chicken and Rib. Like that, real vinegary, this one. So this is gonna give us a lot of that tangy taste, and it's very sweet also. And then with a mixture of that chipotle, that's gonna balance out real good, I think. So we're gonna mix the two of these guys together. You know, maybe half and half kind of thing. I don't wanna go too heavy on the vinegary taste. I don't want them too spicy, so I think the two guys mixed together are really gonna do it. We got a spicy rub as it is. But we also have, as you saw before, some of that Canadian maple syrup and the Jack Daniels and Coke. So we got a lot of sweet and spicy happening. We'll just mix this up real nice here. Oh yeah. Whoo-wee. That smells good. All right, so we're gonna glaze these guys. We're gonna put that on, lots on there. Lots of this stuff. I'm not gonna overdo it. We don't want to set the barbecue on fire. Hey? But we're gonna coat these guys nice. Both sides. I'm gonna hit both of them. And these guys were on the smoker for, well, I'd say for a good 3.5 hours, 4 hours anyways. You know, between the initial smoke and the wrap. Oh yeah. All right, flip that over. And we hit that with our rub again. Just a little bit, not too much. There's already enough of it on there from before. Just to give us a little bit of that golden color. I hit both of them. Beautiful. There we go. I'll get the glaze on this side, on the meat side. These are looking good. Like I said before, there's a lot of meat on these. Very happy with this cut. So we're not going to be wrapping these again because we want that to glaze up. So we're just going to keep that on at 275. Still the same temperature as it's been all day. And to be honest with you, charcoal has pretty well exhausted itself. So I'm just going to throw these in the tray and put them in the oven at 275. A lot easier since I'm running out of charcoal. No need to kick it back in. It's going to do the same thing. We've already got the smoke penetrated inside. I don't think we need that anymore. We've gone as far as we're going to get. So we'll lay these guys in a tray. Beautiful. All right, so we'll leave those sit in there 20 minutes, 15 minutes at 275, like I said, and we'll pull them out and we'll be ready to chop them up and have a bite. Yeah, by the way, we just put those guys back in the oven to glaze, but we got a lot of this juice and sauce left over from when they were wrapped. I just had a little taste of that. That, with that maple syrup and the brown sugar, and the spices and the rub and everything, this is like the best sauce I've ever tried. This recipe is fantastic. You guys have to try this. I want to take this and I want to keep that, man, because this stuff is wicked. So I'm going to pour that into my little basting jar and keep it for something. I don't know what, but I'm telling you, this is going to be good for something. Either we can use that as our dipping sauce, you know, for when we're eating those ribs, or we can pour it on over top while we're eating. Or you can put that on our eggs and bacon in the breakfast morning tomorrow. I don't know, but this is tasty. Yeah. All right, so we just pulled these guys out from the glaze. They've had their moments in the sun. Let's get that out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is one beautiful rack. I'm not talking about your rack. Woo! So we know for sure the flavor on that, the glazes, we know for sure that is super good. That's fantastic. The sauce is wicked. What we really want, we want to get a little bit of that smoke ring. We want tenderness, and we want a good bite. We want some chew. Oh, look at that. She likes to bend. She likes to wave. Oh, yeah. So let's cut into these guys and see what we can do. I'm going to flip them over. I can see where those bones are here. And we're just going to slice in. Look at this. All right. Yeah. Yeah. We got a little bit of smoke ring. Let's see if they're juicy. Oh, and they are. The key is that bite. Let's see what that bite is. It's tender. It's not chewy. It is a little chewy, but that's what we want. We want some chew. But soft. That is a good rib. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Look at that. That comes off clean. And that just pulls off there like nothing. Soft. Those ribs are clean. Man, smoky. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Smoky and juicy, tender. Ah, these are great. You guys got to try this recipe for sure. We got to do this again. Next time I do ribs, I am definitely gonna copy that recipe right to a T, exactly what I just did. Hit subscribe. Join us on the next one, guys. It was fun having you. This was a total success. Good to see you. Good weekend. Happy barbecuing.